Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Money Podcast, your source for all things money. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, today I have Tomas Avalos on the line, and he's Chief Financial Strategist over at Eagles Financial Services. Tomas, welcome to the show.
Hey, Adam, thanks for having me today.
All right, so excited to get into today's topic. So we're going to talk about the importance of financial education and retirement. But before we do that, let's go a little bit further into what you're doing over at Eagles Financial. Tell us a little bit more about the company, please.
Right on. Thanks, Adam. So, what we're doing over here right now at Eagles Financial is we're building legacies from the agents that we're bringing on out of Middle America to the clients that we're taking on out of all walks of life. Our real overlook on everything is we want to make everybody's financial situation better. And we have products that, we can help people from every background, every diverse background, whatever situation in life they're dealing with, from debt consolidation, overall financial education, credit repair, investments, index funds, retirement planning in general.
I love it, and I think that's a great transition. So let's go a little bit further into today's topic. So the importance of financial education and retirement planning. I mean, where do you want to start with that topic? It's a big topic.
That's a huge topic. So one of the things we've noticed, I really got into financial services about 2 years ago, and I went into business with my wife, who's been in the industry for 27 years. So we really have a really great outlook on how this business works and how people really aren't educated as much as they need to be. Really, our education system now, financial education isn't something that's being taught. So when we talk to potential clients and even our recruits, it's crazy to see that the level of their intelligence when it comes to money. People are just scared to talk about money. And, it's just the wrong thing for people to talk about sometimes. So it's like pulling teeth sometimes. But, when you do go to the dentist and you get those teeth pulled and then, there's some good outcome after, So that's where we're at, is trying to show people, like, look, it's not that bad. It doesn't need to be like pulling teeth. It's something simple you can talk about in about 15, 20 minutes, depending on your situation, and really have a good outlook of where you can take your financial path and your financial future. So we try to take some of the pain out of it and really make it an easy conversation to have.
Where do you find, and I know this is going to vary, right, from person to person, but where do you find a lot of people kind of fall short in their financial education and planning? And I know that's going to vary again from person to person, but I know themes tend to arise. What have you noticed in your experience?
For us, it's just the method of saving money and really investing. A lot of people that we notice, we deal with a lot of people that are low to middle income. So what we notice a lot is that a lot of people are saving their money in their bank accounts. So they have an intention, to see that money grow. But what's really happening is it's not growing. You see what interest rates are in banks. It's just, people are putting their money in there and thinking that over a period of 10 years, they're going to get a good amount back, when in reality, they might have gained, a couple $1,000 or a couple $100 if that. So really just showing people options. We have index funds, which are huge ways to get tax-deferred annuities, and just tax-deferred life insurance. So, Forbes recently called IULs, which is an indexed universal life product. They call them the wealthy person's IRA. There's a really high limit as to how much money you can save away in a life insurance retirement plan. And, it avoids probate. I think that's one of the number one things with people who want to build wealth is they want to avoid seeing their money being taken away by somebody else. for something that maybe could have been avoided. So if they have full control of their money, we think that helps a lot of our clients put themselves where they want to be for their futures.
What are typically the right types of clients and or fit for Eagles Financial to be a type of client to work with you guys?
With Eagles Financial, it's I'd like to just put a thumbtack on what our client range is. We have agents that is, like I said, my wife's been in the industry 27 years, and we have agents that started 2 weeks ago that can deal with more debt solutions and those simple problems. But I mean, we have a wide range. We do estate planning, wealth management. Really, we're all over in terms of who we can work with clients, and we're always looking to grow. So, if we don't have the answer for you right now, we'll get company representatives. We work with 35 different companies, and they all have their own specialties. So we can get their main people on the phone, their regional directors on the phone, and we can have an answer back to you relatively quick. So really what we want is just for people to give us the opportunity to gain their business and look at what Eagles Financial really has to offer, which in the end of the day, a lot of it's life insurance, and retirement products. But a lot of people don't understand that within those products, we can deal with investments and saving money. We can make a lot of guarantees where financial advisors can't. So when we look at things, we look at them in a contract type basis and what's really going to be best for our clients instead of what's best for our pockets.
So, Tomas, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information on Eagles Financial Services, what's the best way for them to reach out and to learn more?
They can call me direct, but really what we'd like to do is get people over to eaglesfinancialservices.com. They can really get a look at what we do. Check out our website, maybe see what we offer. And if it's a fit for them, they can sign up to get a quote. They can schedule an appointment with us right there. And we could even gather some information and get right back to them if they'd like to start a career with us. So really get over to eaglesfinancialservices.com. You can give myself a call, Tomas Avalos, 619-414-7070. But all my contact information can be found there on eaglesfinancialservices.com.
Fantastic. Well, Tomas, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background and how you're helping people with financial education. So important. So thank you for that. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Money, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments on the video. I mean, love to know what kind of projects and things you're working on. And Tomas, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thanks again for having me, Adam. Have a great day.